welcome to another episode of Politics Plus with Nkosi Zulu, where news meets the insights and passion. Today we are hosting our very lovely, beautiful lady here. She is going to be actually introducing herself, but her name is Shirley Velemse, and she is the chairperson of Busisiwe Khwebane Foundation, and as well as the deputy coordinator of the KZN detachment, you call it that. So we are going to be discussing a few issues around her roles, her capacity, and all the other adventures that she would like to share with us. So, Shirley, siyakwamukela ohlelweni lwethu iPolitics Plus with Nkosi Zulu. You may introduce yourself and just give us a brief.
Okay, ngiyabonga kakhulu igama lami, as you said, nguShirley ngokwaVelemse Sibongo. Abantu bakade bangazi ngoNandi noma uKhwinandi. I am the deputy coordinator of the KZN provincial detachment under the Umkhonto weSizwe party, and as you said, I'm the chairperson of the Busisiwe Khwebane Foundation. I'm an activist. I don't know when my life wasn't about activism. I joined politics, or am in the political space, because I hate the injustices, mostly against Africans or Black people, Africans as a whole. And I felt ukuthi abantu abanjengami, especially abantu besifazane, we do not actively contribute enough in politics or activism. And even if we do contribute, we have very little knowledge of what's actually going on. So I wanted to come into that space, not just go into politics, but be an activist who is conscientized of different aspects of politics, because politics is not about it's not about political parties. It's way more than that. So that's why I am an activism.
Okay, quite an interesting brief. Normally, when I invite guests here, I listen attentively without actually interrupting or breaking up their assertions. And the reason I do that is because I always have to reflect back or refer back to what they've said. I've picked up quite a few things, but before we even go, because I'm going to interrogate such, before we even go there now, you just need to give us a brief of history about yourself, more especially your political history, as to perhaps where you were born, which schools you attended, and all your political initiatives and engagements, or actually even where you participated up until your current capacity as the provincial deputy coordinator of Umkhonto weSizwe.
Okay. I was born in Nkandla, ngwaseNkandla. Esibhedlela kuthiwa yiKhombe esibhedlela. Yes, Nkandla ka-President Zuma. So, but Nkandla is very big. So abantu bebengibuza ukuthi umgcine nini upresident? It's like takes me 2 hours to get to the president's home. Kodwa khona eNkandla. So ngwaseNkandla, ngikhulele eplazini. Ngufam Julia nje wangempela nje. Ebekhule
ko Ufam Julia weKhaladi.
Yes.
Okay.
Ubabami uyi-colored, inverted commas, uma wami umZulu, uma wami ungamletshe. Ngikhulele eNkandla ngimncane, and then I bumped into politics. I think I was 6 years old when uma wami threw me out the window. Walandolisa ngobhuti bami, omunye wayegoqiwe lezinto zokugoqa ingane, because kwase kufika amaveni amaphoyisa bezothatha umama, because at that time Nkandla was an IFP dominated area. So if you understand the political dynamics of that time, amaphoyisa ayehla kwakuthiwa yini ngaleso sikhathi ama-ZP ayahlangana kakhulu nga-IFP. So uma, because she was not from Nkandla originally, waseThekwini, and efundile because ebewuthisha, so they considered her an ANC wayeUkhongolose wayeqabane nje. So there was a lot esikhula nje kwakujwayele ukuba nama raids ekhaya. So I grew up understanding ukuthi there's something wrong. I mean ngangino 5 years 6 years kwenzeka lezo zinto lezo. Ngahlala endaweni ekuthiwa njengamanje kuthiwa iseBhidla, eqaleni kwakuthiwa kwaMshaya Zafu eMandeni. So ngalezo zikhathi it was the IFP and ANC wars were very rife. Omamncane babebeka imbhede emakesini kuze kucashwe ngaphansi kwawo, yabo. So we'd listen to gunfires koze kusekuseni. And mawuthulakile unganqandwanga ekseni uhamba phela uyingane uyobuka ukuthi kahle kahle kwenzakalani. You'd find nje go on the street. So that's how I grew up. And then I went to ngahamba ngathatha u-auntie ngayohlala endaweni kuthiwa seXhopo. Nakhona the same thing. I was in boarding school and I grew up. I went to school in these so-called Model C schools, and I went to boarding school there. Nakhona our hostel ngangihlala boarding school, so ihostel lethu it was along on the way the main road. And izinto awuzizwe ebusuku awungalali, the guns and abantu bejahana, uyabona nje phela sizingane phela sohamba siyobuka. And I was very young, I was 6 years 7 years old, faced with izinto enjalo. So nje ipolitiki nje
no kubi, because you've never had a nice life basically.
Not really. I grew up pretty well. But in between that, yabona mawukhula sheltered, yabo, and you could afford your not my parent, my auntie and uncle, they were quite well off at that time, so they afforded for me to have izinto to be cushioned. But kuyo leyo cushioning, you could not run away ukuthi khona into eyenzakalayo. Yes.
No, it's okay. Thanks very much. There is I think that is enough to give us an insight to work on. Now you are here currently. We wouldn't like to ask about your age because you look a bit young. So, but then I think the age will reveal itself along the conversation. Now you are here. I love the little facts that you mentioned earlier. We summarize it. You hate anything upsets noma ehlukumeza umuntu omnyama. And I understand by through the research the legal research that I do when I'm going to host a guest, you are also a chairperson of Ibusiswe Mkhwebane Foundation.
Yes.
Which on itself, mangabe ngithola website, obviously they stand for all the victims of systemic injustices and stuff. So then I understand also you are the chairperson of that foundation as well. What is your main role, or what is the holistic role of the foundation, and what are your
basically
duties?
A brief background is that most of us know the plight of the Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, who is the patron of the foundation. She has faced numerous injustices. And so I think that the foundation, as I said, that politics comes in different forms, and there's different levels of politics. There's indirect politics, which is political parties. Then there's these indirect politics. Basically, everything is about politics. You say you are not political, you do not like politics, but everything is about politics. Even the bread that you eat is determined by the political sphere at that time. So,
sorry, I don't mean to disturb you on this one. You've just made an example about the bread, and you are saying everything is about politics. But here, my question or my intent, we question them is, how is it that then you separate, when personally you hate into upset because then when you spoke about the bread, it's a common thing. It's common to every race. I just want this intention is here. why would you hate politics only that upsets umuntu omnyama? And how is the foundation able to then isolate itself to that? Why not holistically throughout all the races?
Let's face facts. The majority of this country is umuntu omnyama.
Okay.
That's the firstly. And the majority of the injustices is leverage against umuntu omnyama, against the African child.
Okay.
So, we always, there's, at school, you learn about anti-Semitism. Everybody, anti-Semitism, the persecution against Jews. It's called anti-Semitism.
Okay.
Wakufunda lokho high school ungaqula ngisho ukucula ukuthi kwakuno
That's if you did history. We didn't do history, so
but it's something that is always spoken about. But Tina, our injustices, kungathi nje singakhohlwa ngawo. Singakhohlwa nje there was something called slavery. Singakhohlwa nje ukuthi there was something called colonialism. Singakhohlwa nje ukuthi kwakune apartheid. Uthi ukhuluma ngako ukuthi we have been dispossessed because of apartheid. Hey, apartheid happened. Ngathi singakhohlwa. So ama injustices in South Africa are leveraged against mostly let's not say black people, because nakhona that's a problem. Africans.
I love that.
Yes. So, and this business of saying black people is like now Nabelungu are Africans. Abelungu are not Africans. Us are Africans. They live in Africa. So, black people is now wanting bafuna ukuthi bastrivele lapha okuthiwa ngathi manje abelungu bama Africa. They are not. We are Africans.
So then this leverage that you are talking about is leveraged against
Africans. Yes.
And whites are not Africans. Is that what you're saying?
Whites are not Africans. They were maybe born in Africa, but they're not Africans.
Okay, then.
Remember, during the apartheid, there was clear signs when in the beaches, in the toilets that said Europeans only.
Yeah.
So when now did they suddenly become Africans?
I understand. You're making a very good point there, but I think I disturbed you when you were answering that first question about the foundation core, the core foundation, because now I think you first had to make us understand as to why blacks or why Africans, why not all the races holistically.
It's not that we are against other races, or me personally I'm against other races, no. And it's not as if ukuthi mangafika a different race ezocela usizo angeke simsize yabo, but the focus is on black professionals, because the system is against black professionals, especially if you are pushing a system, your emancipation of other Africans or other black people. Ayifuneki leyo nto leyo.
Revolutionalist.
You must be a liberal. Liberalism is fine. Yeah. They do not want radicals or revolutionaries or anybody who's pushing, who carries an agenda, a transformation for black people. Example, nangu Dr. Hlophe. The only reason he was impeached was because of his stand against the judiciary in terms of ukuthi judiciary is very racist. Siyakwazi lokho, but they need something ukuthi badinga into encane abazomnemba ngayo bese bethi nayi yabo. But otherwise the problem was what Judge Hlophe was saying about the judiciary. And then furthermore, when you talk about the land, I remember Judge Hlophe would say, we must never forget to remind these white people ukuthi there's a land thief.
So about Judge Hlophe, those are the type of people that you call victims of this system.
Of the system, yes. I know Mama Mgwebane, or Majelo Koko, or Brian Molefe, or Siyabonga Gama, or Tom Moyane. Yes. Those people faced the system. Yes, they faced persecution because they were against a system. The problem in South Africa is a system.
Would you say that Babu Jacob Zuma?
Of course, President Zuma is the
former President Zuma.
President Zuma is all the he wanted. If you listen to his speeches during the so-called 9 wasted years, it was about the emancipation of black people and the economy, owning the means of production and the economy. So they were not going to have a president like that.
No, I understand. So that we move on. You must understand that we are sitting on an opposite seat here. We look at things critically. We do not look at them with a perspective. Yeah, you're biased and perhaps you're
taking sides.
Yeah, taking sides. So my question, we're not going to have an opportunity to answer this here, but my question or my assertion to what you've presented or have been, all these people that claim to have been victimized by the system, is there a way whereby you are able to produce a proof? Say, yeah, this lady was taking, let me make an example. So, because I know we've invited her and she's coming for a session here. Umam yakhe uKwinana, the technical director, the former technical director of SAA. All the decisions that she has taken while she was still the director at the the CEO. Was it a CEO or director? But she had this one top position. Sorry?
She had an audit firm in the SAA. It was SAA.
Yeah, but she held a very top position. Yes. She was a director, yes. Now, my question, my prospective questions will be, how is it then that at the top of it all, maybe the top of hierarchy, then a person becomes prosecuted by her decisions? And do we, or do you as a chairperson of the foundation, ever go and make such investigations and findings to say, well, the decisions were bad, or no, the decisions were right, but it was just a persecution?
No,
I'm not talking about her only.
Let me make you an example.
Like, with the rest of them.
Okay, let me make you an example about the late Umam Tutumian. Since we're talking about SAA. Umam Tutumiani, there was, when she came into SAA, Abelungu were controlling everything.
Yeah.
All the procurement was Ubelungu. They benefited everything from SAA. So, and then one of the things Umam Tutumiani wafika kade khona umlungu okuthiwa Andrew Coleman.
Yes.
Or Coleman Andrews. Coleman Andrews is from America. When he came, listen.
No,
yes, yeah. Now I want to just make an example of there was no bad decisions. Ma'am Tutumiani came and she instigated a forensic audit kwa SAA. And this is what she found. Andrew Coleman came. And then he advised, he was the CEO, right, of SAA, advised SAA, Uguti, let's get a consultation firm, which was, the name of the firm was Bain & Co. Bain & Co. happened to be his. And then Bain & Co. advised SAA to sell the planes, to first sell the planes back to him. Yeah. I'm Andrew Coleman, and Mina now we are partners in a business called Water. I advise SAA. There's SAA to sell that these planes must be sold to you.
Yeah.
When they're being sold to you, they're being sold to me because we're somehow in a partnership.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what happened. And then on top of that, those planes are going to be serviced by SAA.
Yeah. No,
and then he paid the company 300 million.
No, it's okay. I don't mean to cut you, but it's okay because there was it was looting and there was a state capture into that whole thing.
There's no such thing as state capture.
I know, but we are not going to get into that conversation now. But there was a state capture. Okay, whatever you may call it.
The gossip column.
Okay, whatever you call it. But then there was this, and the Andrew Coleman and Bonk and Abo Mamtutu, I think Naboyak, they were all called in there, and there has been recommendations. I think 1,000 couple of pages of your recommendation. Now we don't even know what it's good for, but because we have to move along. And then there was Umam Mkhwebane, whom was a public protector around about the very same time. whom could have perhaps then protected such institutions rather than ukuthi eqhamuke or noma siqhamuke afterwards as a foundation esizothi we stand for the victimized, because I think nayo umama, the late Dudumien, throughout those niche wishes that they were doing abo Coleman.
Nathi wayesephumile umama Dodo sekungena umama Mkhwebane saqala, because you have to remember ukuthi all this happened when people were basically hadn't understood. It's different being a professional than understand ukuthi kahle kahle kwenzakalani la, yabo.
Yeah.
You kunezinto that have nothing to do with education and your level of qualifications that oyificayo, yabo. Nayo mama wafica wathi ha kanti kunjela, yabo. So yabo njengamanje it's easy because at that time there was nobody talking about leyanto. Remember, for years these people have controlled. One thing we must first understand is the media. Ukuthi this is able to happen because the media space is owned by certain people. Yes, it's controlled by the very people who own the system. Okay, so if you own the media, it means that you literally own people's minds. That's what it means. So the perspective that people have, whether they know it or don't know it, are based on what they listened on radio and watch on TV.
It's okay, we understand. Now, my question then, rising forth, is what stops bonke laba bantu activists to understand the media, or perhaps then use the media to drive their own narrative to say we are going to fight against the capture,
We have come a very long way, in such a way, if you have not seen that some media companies are actually closing down.
Okay.
And people, once the media comes out with a story, we've been fighting. I've been on social media for very long, and we have been driving the different narrative. We've been trying to counter, and right now it's the radical forces that own the narrative. You can't on social space, even for the matter of fact, ukuthi kunento ekanjena politics with uNkosi Zulu, something that you wouldn't find during the so-called 9 wasted years, ukuthi drive abantu the narrative in a different way. They control the narrative.
Ngamanye amazwi nje niphaphamelate kwakufanele ukuthi
no, asiphaphanga late abantu, like some of us, safika kudala sayenza lento. It's not easy. You know that it's easy to le saying it's easy to fool someone, then to tell people, then convince people that they've actually been fooled. We were trying to tell people ukuthi yonke lento enikade niyilalele enifundisiwe even esikoleni ayikho amanga. Awucabanga utshela umuntu ukuthi mayisefike useze wathola ngisho degree, wazi wathola ngisho doctorate, bese simtshela yabo lento oyifundile ayikho amanga. Wrong.
So it's called relearning.
You have to re-educate.
Yes. And then relearn.
Yeah.
But then I'm quite suppelled by the fact that you are recognizing us, because we are the media company that will not drive your narrative or anyone else's narrative. We always going to drive the central narrative, which we think
but it's good because I need to
deserves. But then going along, Shelly, so that we don't dwell too much onto the foundation and the Mkhwebanes, because she has been here, she's coming again for part 2, where she can narrate all that herself. Now, we congratulate you on your appointment as what you call deputy coordinator of this. What is the right phrase? Because I think I'm mixing it up. KZN detachment of case. What is it?
Just say PD. It's much more easier.
No. We're doing it for the people out there. They need to understand.
It's the KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Detachment of Umkhonto weSizwe Party.
In summary, the thing is...
It's the P... Yabona lento esasithi PECE kwagogo. Yeah, i-PEC.
Ngoba nabo basenayo i-PEC nabo suddenly
sebene something.
Nabo sebe no convener, coordinator. Even the ANC, convener manje,
How?
deputy coordinator. They no longer have a PEC. Have you
Phela
not
ku
learned?
right phela ukuthi abantu abadala nkosiyami bafunde einganeni yabo.
Oh, so are you meaning to say be wrong sonke lesi sikhathi?
No, it wasn't wrong.
Or it was relevant at that time?
I just think it's just different English words that you would use. Coordinator just means secretary.
You just want to mislead the masses.
Convener, no, why not have something new?
Awasho ngesiZulu lamagama la.
Okay.
Esengenzela umuntu ohlele ekhaya.
Convener usihlalo weprovince.
Convener uchairperson.
Yebo, usihlalo.
Alright, usihlalo ngesiZulu.
Yes.
Coordinator,
unobhala.
Secretary, okay?
Yes.
Deputy kuzoba
Yes, usekela nobhala.
Usekela nobhala.
Mina ngusekela nobhala weprovince Umkhonto Wesizwe
KwaZulu Natal.
Yebo.
Uorganizer umqhuquzeli ngeke ulisho lelo gama because uyikhaladi umqhuquzeli I'm teaching. Shona umqhuquzeli.
Umqhuquzeli.
Nakya. Yini nje sinayo konje khona lapha uspokesperson umkhulumeli.
Asinawo spokesperson. Sino fundraiser. Deputy fundraiser, then we've got our additional members.
No, lokho ku common.
Now into confusing convener no coordinate yona into abantu ebadidayo ukuthi kahle
kulungile asingene phakathi emsebenzini wakho kwamanje noma mhlambe emsebenzini olindele ukwenza wena njengo deputy coordinator yini elindele ukuthi uyenze?
Njengamanje, I have one of my responsibilities is to set up the media and communications for Umkhonto Wesizwe Party in KZN.
Okay.
The present moment, that's what I'm doing right
Singakubona wenza okunye kodwa going forth.
Yes, we've got lots of duties. We obviously have to be continually interacting with our various communities at VD level, at sub-regional level, at regional level. So we go out. Last week bengisemhlabe yalingana ngihleli isonto lonke yabo kulama by-elections akhona. This week ngilindele ukuthi ngithunywe somewhere else ukuthi nami ngihambe interact with our communities at VD level.
Okay, no, that is evident because I saw you this weekend la isuka kuyona you were addressing some community meeting lapha. I saw that one. It's on TikTok. Ngeke uzokuphika. But then umbuzo wami uthi ngifisa ngizobuza nje imibuzo mhlawumbe izoba u3 in 1. Umphakathi because we only learned kule media lokukhuluma ngayo. Perhaps engathi ine skew propaganda but sinokuxakeka ngeMK ngoba sengathi ngaphakathi khona kuMK kunengqoshonyana in such a way ukuthi there are people on TikTok that speak bese bethi kune MK kaDuduzile kune MK kaFloyd kune MK yasenkandla kunenye MK nenye MK
hayi asiyazi thina lonto sazi ukuthi
wena ukuphi MK wena
mina ngiwi MK
yasenkandla
angiyazi MK yasenkandla kodwa nje cha umkhonto wodwa nkosiyami asiwazi lo mkhonto omningi okaDuduzile angisona imember yemember mina angisona imember yemember.
So when ureporta kubani kubaba uWellis Mchunu?
Yes, as the provincial detachment.
Okay.
Yes, as being in the secretariat's office.
Do you know ukuthi ubaba uWellis ureporta kubani?
Kune national high command angithi. Yes, kune national structure that has got basically hierarchy angithi kune national structure lapho kuhlala khona upresident wethu. Chairperson.
It's okay. See, I understand.
And then ke bese kuba national high command and then bese kuba ama provincial detachments.
Mana. Khona esinye structure ngaphezulu kwe national high command.
Angithi kune national structure.
Bese kuzoba high command.
Yes. Phela ngithi khona upresident ungamkhohle kuno president nje. Yes, phela. Yes. He's the highest.
Ubabhlo.
Yes.
Secretary uFloyd.
Yes.
No organizer uJoe.
Yes.
No nabo bonke. Then afterwards
bese kuzoba khona national high command.
Bese kuzoba khona enye command futhi ngaphansi kwakhona.
No, kune provincial structure nje.
Okay. Now kulungile, it's okay. You are educating us mhlambe nabo bonke abanye abantu abazobe beyibukela le podcast. ithini into yenu lapha ngoba
Kunenxushunxu.
yes ayikho
No, but
political
understand
organization
this.
engenayinxushunxushu
But
afanele ukuthi sikudinaye lokho
abantu must understand this.
yeah
MK started on 16 December 2023. Official. Yes, it was registered in September, but it started 16 December 2023. Now, uyacabanga ukuthi this party has had to grow in 5 months.
yeah
January, February, March, April, May, 29 May. We made it to the elections. In 5 months, means in 5 months, we were able ukuthi siphuce abantu iprovince. In 5 months.
Mholi ukuze ngingakulokhuzi ukuze mhlambe ngingadistract
Yes.
let us we understand very well ukuthi MK ibe capable of doing that and achieving that now we need to forge forward. We need to give
The
abantu
point is,
ithemba
no, listen.
yeah ukuthi inxushunxushu eninazo ninayo yini plan yokuyi overcome and go forth.
Listen, EMK is a very small it's a very we're very young ingane na 1 years, and we are ukuthi Tina, we are coming from this the political dynamics MK is very strange. Ngokuthi not only do we have different people from different political parties joining, but we've got a problem of infiltration. But not
By
just
who? Okay.
I-infiltration yabantu wama different political parties ingcono. We've got a problem with international organizations yabo,
Okay.
that like the CIA.
Oh, okay.
Yabo, the MI6, all these organizations who want to come and infiltrate the MK, because it's not about, it's because what the MK stands for. The MK is not funded by white supremacy. This is the first time ukuthi a political party in South Africa is not funded by a white supremacy. Because all these political parties, including the ANC, were funded. They were captured. Manji MK is not...
Including EFF?
Including EFF, yes.
Are you saying you're on record with the EFF?
Yes, they are. Everybody knows that. They were captured by Lord Renwick a long time ago.
Okay.
What
What is your meaning of being captured?
Meaning who funds you? Who funds you? He who pays the piper calls the tune. So whoever funds you controls you. So if you are funded, njengamanje MK is being funded by Osama Biznisi.
So it's controlled by Osama Biznisi?
No.
Wait,
no, I have not said that. You haven't made me finished. Wait. It's funded by Otisha. It's funded by unemployed people ababekhipha 50 rand bahlanganisa imali. It's funded by mama abasebenza laphana abadayisa amaveji ebethi masidlula si-business campaign. Mina ngane zami thengani udrink. It's funded by everybody in society that cared, that wanted to make a difference. It's funded by ingane students evarsity who took the NSFAS money bathi asihlanganisele asobeka itender. It's funded by all sectors of society. There's no big business that is funding the MK. I-MK ikhandwe abantu literally.
No. Usho ukuthi Mholi ngalesi statement sakho sishoyo ungixolele. You are saying when, Mholi, because we learn and we read ama-newspapers and we watch television. Nina unemployed ninjalo. Nekwazi ukufunda i-MK ukuthi ikwazi ukwenza imicimbi efana naleyo waseMoses Mabhida ngomhla ka-15 wakwi-anniversary. Nekwazi ukwenza umcimbi ongaka ni unemployed ninje. Nekwazi ukukhipha 15s of millions. The artists, the stadiums, the cake.
Let me do your maths for you.
We don't need to go to specifics.
No,
but
let me just do your maths. Yes.
How can umuntu unemployed
ngicela ukwenzela i-maths. Ngicela ukwenzela simple maths. MK, let's just say, for example, we've got 1 million members.
Yeah.
1 million members paying a 20 rand membership. How much is that?
That
is minimum. We've got more members. We've got more than 1 million members.
The stats are not facts.
No.
Have you got more than 1 million members?
Yes, we do. How many people voted for us? We've got
no.
more.
That doesn't mean they're your members.
No, people were no.
The people that voted the MK does not mean they are your members. It does not even mean
no,
they
it does
subscribe.
not. It does not mean that. But Mina, being on the ground and doing recruitment, lots of people were joining. We had a membership. I'm not. Yes, exceeding 1 million. Yeah, I go 2 million. The last time I checked, njengamanje we're starting again membership drive.
Because seemingly iningi imali lapha you've been validating it ngokwenza le maths.
No, when a question yakho was ukuthi we can do imicimbi emkhulu. I was telling you ukuthi we siyayizidelela thina. We are the masses. We are the masses. If we unite, yabona MK has shown something that we have been crying out for so long as abantu. No. To be united. MK it show a unity of such magnitude. Yabo. Ukuthi if you are united, uyazi ukuthi besibeka. Yes, I love MK. I believe in the MK.
Noma salusulinganisa nje. Bese futhi ungitshela wemholi ukuthi lama members ase parliament, a few of them have been here we podcast and I've never asked this question. Aholelwa yipi budgets because hopefully then mhlambe it will make it clear ukuthi nina ne unemployed ukwazi ukuraise ama funds uma ukuthi uzothi answer yakho aholelwa MK nizothi ne unemployed ni raise ama funds ukuthi niholele your members in parliament.
Indaba zama the parliament and legislator, all political parties use the same framework to pay. The budget comes from it's the same framework.
Okay.
Yabo. So we can't say all political parties, no matter how small, as long as you get a representation in parliament, uthola lo 1% wako, then it's a blanket.
So then why would you point fingers at other political parties which are funded by or they are captured by other people?
Listen, that's the taxpayer. No.
My problem I'm having now.
The capture is different. Being captured is different.
Look, you said the EFF is captured.
Yes.
By the Lord Renwick's and all of them because they probably invest in there.
No, they gave the money.
Yeah,
they funded them. They funded them.
Okay, let's call it funding. And then you went on to MK. What's it? There are business people that are funding MK. Then when I asked you, let me finish.
Don't misquote me.
That is what you said.
I said
you said other business people they are funding MK.
And who else?
And who else? And the masses. It's okay.
And who else? So don't come back and you say don't highlight your business people. I said all sectors. No, it's different. It's different.
But you've just mentioned all political parties.
We are not funding.
Under the same framework.
No. Imali yokholela ama MPs nama MPLs iqhamuka ku government. Let's say it's got nothing to do with funding.
It's National Assembly Airport.
It's got nothing to do with funding. It's got nothing to do with that. No. It's IEC.
Or IEC.
Yes, when a political party gets a percentage, kunemali ephumayo for that from IEC. Yes, nama MP. So it's got that has got nothing to do with funding. It's got nothing to do with funding.
It's operational cost.
Yes, for parliament. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So it's not funding.
Yes. Asibuyele kule bese siyadlula. EFF I just want to make it.
Use EFF?
Okay, let us use the IFP. Who funds the IFP?
Oppenheimer.
Okay. Oppenheimer's fund IFP.
Yes.
I'll just give you a name. John, business person, wherever la ehlala khona, funds the MK. But John, no. Let me finish.
Itu mama uMaqaba laphana rank.
Daisobhatata
ufund
MK.
Yes.
But umama Mqaba akayicaptureshili MK.
No, how can she capture?
Sorry. But Oppenheimer uyicaptureshili IFP.
Yes.
Umama Mqaba akayicaptureshili MK. It's double standard. You are substandardizing, but then we do expect that from you because you represent the MK.
No, listen.
It's okay. No.
Okay,
I think we've made it clear.
No, let's say Umam Mngcaba has captured the MK. Okay, let's say she's captured the MK. She's captured the MK. Uguti, there's different types of capture. There's different types of capture.
Let us not expand that.
Asiye lapha ufuna ukuthi siye khona.
Awudlule nje uthi shwi ngoba fanele sikhona lapha siye khona.
Lapha ufuna ukuthi siye khona. Society wants ukuthi ingane zabo zisebenze. Uma Mngcaba akafuna ukuhlala etafuleni elikhande ngamabhokisi ashiswe ilanga aphathe umbrella lize liyoshona. She wants to be able to supply some supermarket, or she wants a market built ukuthi akwazi ukuhlala aqhubeka adayisa amaklabishi akhe notamatisi bakhe. Yebo, that's what she wants from the MK.
All right.
Yes. And wait, the Oppenheimers, what they want from the MK is the MK to say, we will not go after the land, we will not nationalize the Reserve Bank, we will not nationalize the mines. That's different captures.
Shirley, let me, you cannot present my cases while you are biased because you are a member of the MK.
Let's agree. She's captured.
But you cannot speak on behalf of the Oppenheimers with their motives of funding other political parties.
No, their motives are always clear.
No. I will think the Oppenheimers will always also fund political organizations because they want to advance their motives and their business ideas.
And the MK is not funded by the Oppenheimer family. And the Ruperts and the Soros and the Gates and the Kissingers, we are not funded by the cabal from the Stellenbosch mafia.
How good is your relationship with Floyd Shivambu, your general secretary?
I'm in the SGO's office. So we have meetings with the SG. I'm in the secretariat. So obviously, I will interact with the SG, with Floyd Shivambu. I can't say we have a professional relationship. When we sit at meetings, he asks questions and we respond. That's the relationship that we have.
As we streamline it, then we can move on. It's all going to be good. Relax, calm down. There is bad. Okay, there is worse, bad, better, good, and excellent. How good or how bad is your relationship with Floyd Shivambu?
We have a very good relationship.
Good. That's lovely. It's nice to hear that. Because the reason I asked only about Floyd, I wouldn't ask you about or even John, Abo Willis. About those people, they are quite old, man. They need to be retired from politics. You know, I think you
must sit with Ubaba Willis. You must sit with him.
I've invited him. He hasn't even actually. Would you motivate him?
Yes, I've requested.
That's lovely. The reason I ask is because ngebuka ubuholi be MK manga bengifunda. There's quite a lot of squabbles between Ududu and it's out in the open. Ududu to Floyd and a fraction of some leaders within your party. You do not want to Floyd, and apparently Floyd says friction or affection that basically repels other leaders. And I'm mentioning this here, and I have to mention it because I'm telling you, because in investigation or your research illegal. There is a guy by the name of Ndunankulu Phumlani Mfeka, whom recently resigned. I think it was last week or two weeks ago. We know that guy as one of the co-founders of the MK, or even if maybe not in paper, but a very rigid member of the MK. He's like a very staunch member and leader with MK, and he resigned. And I personally speak to him. Fortunate enough, when I asked him, hey, Nduna, sifundo ukuthi so resigned. And there's this thing ayisho wathi engazuthi kwi-MK akuseyona le MK abayiqala. Sengathi sekudlalwa izindlu. Khona namhlanje this morning he wrote something like sengazuthi MK sekufanele ukuthi nabo ama members e-MK aqala ibize ngama fighters, which is an indication ukuthi le MK yenu somehow, even if it's not those business people, but it's becoming infiltrated and even captured. Because I don't think Uzi Umholi at the caliber of Undunankulu can state that.
Oh, so I think there, you know,
Kunzima.
politics, kunzima if you don't understand, yabo. But it gets easier once you start understanding. Yabo khona iculo esiliculayo, sibe silicula kwagogo, ethi inde le ndlela esihambayo. The road is long, yabo, and it is very tough.
Nizoyiqeda.
Yabo. So, and I think, is it who says that the revolution is not a bed of roses? Yabo. So when Ubaba created a political home for us, Ubaba didn't say it's going to be easy sailing. We're going to have a lot of problems. What each individual must have, ukuthi mina ngizeleni la. Fortunately, I've been on a losing battle for so many years. So izinto ezenzakalayo kwi-organization azingiface, azisho ukuthi angithi angishiye phansi noma give up. No, I fight even more. And I'm always thinking of ways ukuthi makukanjena sesizokwenza njani manje, because there's going to be lots of infiltration. There's going to be different people with different ideas and different motives, and people have got their own interests mabeza la kwipolitiki. So you can't say uthi ayike ngoba bona ubani sebeyaxabana, obani sebe nama factions, obani sebehlangana ukuthi sengizoshiya phansi mina ngisesona ilunga le kanti wena ubuzeleni la, ubuzele bona noma you are looking for a vehicle to emancipate abantu abamnyama, you are looking for a vehicle to, because MK, once you don't understand what the MK is about, you're going to have a problem.
Do you understand what
yes,
MK is
I know
about?
what the MK is about.
What interests us as media houses is not basically your feuds or your conflicts within the party, because ours is to deliver to the masses. But what interests us mostly, or what provokes us to even invite you here, is to check if there is a plan, a rigid or a framework that will enable you or the party to overcome those conflicts and those feuds. Because you must understand, the whole interest or at the center of this are the people on the ground. So thina akusi-excite ukubona abantu belwa, but into esi-excitayo ukuthi sithole ukuthi ikhona iplan to come over there. So mina
ngeke yabona abantu leadership squabbles wherever they are, whether it's national or what, or province or angeke kuyeke, there's always going to be tensions. But listen, there's something about the MK. We never stop doing yabona nje njengamanje, we are advocating for iclosure yethala ukuthi ingavalwa. Ukuthi kune leadership squabble ukuthi obani baxabene nobani, iprogram iyaqhubeka. So one thing that doesn't happen in the MK is, if you notice, is our programs that touches the masses have not stopped. We are still building houses for people. We are still yes. Yes, being a plastering kanti biyenzwa ngemali kaba. We are not government. We're not in government. Human resource human settlements akakwazi ukuyenza leyo nto. Musana ukudlala ngalezi ingane esambe zowakha le yanto leya.
Yeah, but then yazi mholi ngifuna ukuthi sidlule ngicela ukuthi sidlule nje
we are still
sibe la ekutheni
ibikhona kodwa last month biplasteli.
The problem we are having,
ama bridge siyawakha engane zesikole, khona ingane zesikole ebehamba emanzini zithwala izinto, siyawakha lo ma bridge. Every month izalukazi ziyazi mayivuka ekseni asaquleki, ziyazi ukuthi sizofica kulapha ama-voting, ama-pay points, bazofica belindwe i-breakfast, itiye, ijuice, amanzi, isinkwa, ama-sandwich. Ama-programs that don't stop. Ukuthi kwenzakalani kwi-leadership but the ground hasn't stopped.
We love to
the
hear
programs haven't stopped.
We love to hear that, Moholi. But thina, as people abasebenza with media houses, so that have got a responsibility of reporting. How do you feel? How do you feel, Moholi, ukuthi se report ukuthi after you've said like 5 minutes ago ukuthi the poor people abangasebenzi, they are able to donate to MK, or fund the MK. Then the MK sayibona on televisions or even in bigger media houses, ukuthi they are able to pay for, I'm making an example out of a lot of other stuff. Ukuthi bayakwazi ukuthi omunye umholi wenu we-MK wahlala la wathi anikwazi ukucelebrate ngale wekhekhe, it's fine, we took that. How would you pay for ikhekhe imali exceeda $1 million And then you go and you build a house that's 250.
How do you know that cake was donated? Who said it was paid for by the MK party? Who said? Who said it was paid for by the MK party? Who said?
You said.
No, I didn't. I didn't. What if that cake was donated by somebody?
By who? By some of the business people.
Yes.
Which
we got a lot of donations. We've had offices being donated for. We've got offices for months without paying. They were donated. We had a huge truck that was donated. We had vans being donated. We've had lots of things that being donated.
You find it appealing. You must understand, Mhuluzi, you are doing this whole thing in the open. Now you find it appealing. Uzi MK will accept a donation. Yeah, kekele million and above. And then put their own social media. But we're on the very same on the same hand. Betsy, we will accept a donation. Yendlu despicable as in that manner. Ekade siyibona iyon. Bese uthi we are proud ukuthi sakhele umuntu indlu ekule level, and we are proud ukuthi sithole ikhekhe elikule level, which is no ngicela ukuthi ungilinde ngiqede. Yini ebalulekile la? What does MK put to the fore?
Imake wo. Le yandlu leyana angithi ibidonate yibo abantu engisho ukuthi mhlawumbe uthothi bebengasebenzi bebeyihlanganisela nje. Uyazi ukuthi
wayini ukuthatha laba abasebenzayo bedonate abantu ukuthi bakhe izindlu.
It's up to you. How can you say umuntu mayithi nali ikhekhe sengilibhakile ikhekhe leli khekhe is worth $1 million. Mina
ufika nalo nje
esethi me
akasho ukuthi ngicabanga ukuthi nginidonatele ngani. Nifisa ukuthi nginidonatele ngani.
Mhlabathi ngizon surprise ngizonikeza ikhekhe.
So ikhekhe lali surprise.
Singasho ukuthi asazi phela ukuthi lali $1 million noma lali njani. But what if it was a donation? Uzomnqabelana umuntu uthi mayithi ngizondonatela nawo amanzi.
It's okay.
It's donations.
Yes, it's okay.
Yes.
But mina when as a leader, my question was, does it appeal? Mangibuzofaka ku social media ukuthi there's a donation yekhekhe eliyile mali. Then there's a donation yendlu eyile mali. Then when we sit and look, we are like, the MK prioritizes.
No,
what you used to do wagogo.
How can you prioritize ngaprioritize kanjani imali ngasiyona yami? Ngitshele Zulu ukuthi ngoba uthe wena uzodonate angithi mina hayi Zulu ungadonate leli bunch mina ngifuna leya boss shoe yakho ngicela udonate yona okungcono angifuni leli bunch lakhe lisiphuphile.
Kungakuvimba kanjani ukuthi ukusho lokho if you
understand
usizo lwabantu bakho?
Ukuthini?
Ukuthi you understand ukuthi yini abantu abayidingayo. Abantu abadinga ikhekhe. If I'm a businessman and I come and I say to you, ngizokudonatela ngekhekhe.
So you know when ikhekhe ngoba ungayitholanga.
I'm only saying I'm making an example. Let's move on.
Yabona ke lalela. Yabona manje ngizohamba ngiyocinga umuntu wayebhaka ikhekhe ngicela angisize angibhakele nje noma into encane la uzozotholela ikhekhe.
When you are known, we are very famous within MK of creating parallel structures.
Mina?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
Particularly me?
Particularly you.
Me?
Yes.
I have never created a parallel structure. I don't know what you're talking about. Me?
No.
What is a parallel structure?
A parallel structure. In public.
Mina?
Yeah.
And parallel structures?
Have you not led any parallel structures at MK?
Wait. No, I have not led in. I do not know what you're talking about. Listen, what does a parallel structure?
Yes.
What does parallel mean?
Can I rephrase my question, perhaps? You have been accused of creating parallel structures.
I've never led a parallel structure because...
But you have been accused.
I don't know. But what is a parallel structure? When something is parallel, yinto engahlangani. Mina ngazi ukuthi I have been mobilizing people for MK. So yini ke le parallel bengikhanda mina? Because mina I was mobilizing people towards the goal ukuthi siwin ama-elections. Ukuthi parallel kusho phela mina I was bengi against amended ka President Zuma. Yiyona ke parallel. Le parallel mina ngiyazi. Bengqoka iskipa se-MK, nginikeza abantu ikipa ze-MK, sibeka ama-banner MK, ngikhanda ama-poster MK. Yini ebuphi lo parallel ebengicreateayo mina?
Cha, kulungile. Mangabuya nayo evidence ngiyibekela namholi.
Buyeke mhlambe ukuthi kusho ukuthi if I was working towards a parallel structure, it means bithi MK push iMK ngapha, mina either bengipush iDA noma bengipusha iIFP ngapha. That is parallel. When something is parallel, it's something that does not meet. When you push agenda yakho, mina iMK push 2/3 majority, nami bengipush 2/3 majority. MK push nationalization of mines and the mineral and the reserve bank. Nami I was pushing the same thing. So parallel angibazi ukuthi buhlangana lapho.
You've just explained it yourself.
Yes. Unless ke mina bengibhizi neDA ngapha, abantu bebhizi ngeMK ngapha, mina bengibhizi ngeDA ngapha. That is parallel.
Sesiyanga segcineni, but pin me down on this what you've just said. Uthi if you could have created another forum within MK where you motivated the participation of women of the MK, either than that of the recognized MK Women's League, that would have not been a parallel structure. It would have only been parallel if it was a different organization. That is what you are saying. That means we are saying even now, you can still go and form your own faction or form your own forum within the MK.
No.
As long as if you're still within the MK, it's not going to be a parallel structure. Is that what you're saying? As long as if you still wear that shirt.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay, Mholi. Let's move right along. And it's so often ukuthi abaholi abaningi abafika la, more especially abe-MK becashe ngesithupha. But we understand very well ukuthi kusekuningi okusafanele ukuthi kufundwe. Mholi, ey'ntweni ey'ningi sizwile bekuyizolo the day before bekune briefing whereby USG mentioned ukuthi MK will be working on reconfiguring. Yes, he used that word.
Unfortunately, benginganagesi, ngingana-network, angaze ngibuke briefing.
Akwazi uyizwa. There is why ngitshela ngayo.
I do not
I'm
know
telling you
what
now.
happened.
Ngiyakutshela ke mina manje. I want your perception. The USG said they are going to be working into reconfiguring. Uhulumeni wakaZulu Natal, not MK in KZN. Uhulumeni wakaZulu Natal, meaning MK is moving or is making advancements towards perhaps participating or taking over.
Taking over.
Let me angithi awuzwanga wena.
Cha ngikutshela ukuthi what the MK is moving towards, taking over.
They are moving on. There is what I wanted to know exactly. Or there is what I wanted you to say it on record. Ukuthi you are saying MK is taking over uhulumeni wakwaZulu Natal.
Yes.
What are the motives?
We are the majority party in KZN.
Did you wake up only this morning to recognize that we are the majority?
No, it's not that we woke up.
That is what I'm asking. When did you realize that you need to make such advancements? I'm glad that you said you did not hear SG talking about this, but you are commenting on it. That means there is something that you people, or you as leaders of the MK, are in discussions or engaging about. Tell us.
Ngicela ukusho ukuthi that one you'll have to wait for until it is officially communicated.
You are the coordinator, the deputy secretary of EMK.
But now uyabona ma uyempini awukwazi ukumemezela emakhaya hey wozani la uyabona njengamanje sithumela amasosha awu5 athi ukundida kancane ngapha bese ngithumela amanye awu10 athi unlahla kancane bese ngizohlaselana.
It's okay. No. I respect that one, Mholi, because we don't have any, so much time. When are we most likely to hear of such developments, so that you just give us an estimated time frame?
Tomorrow is Wednesday. We'll hear on Thursday.
On Thursday?
Yeah.
That is very soon. Thank you. Do you have anything or any comments or one of your own, or perhaps that represent the organization towards the assertions or anything that has been developed about Trump, about Elon Musk or anything, or even if it's your own perspective?
No, this is my own perspective. I fully support Donald Trump. I don't believe he's the racist that people make him out to be, or the media makes it up to be, and then people do not thoroughly investigate of what's really going on. What people must first understand that Donald Trump represents the Republicans. The Republicans are a racist party. the Republicans. Yes. So he can't now stand up and say, oh, I love black people. He can't, because he represents the Republicans are where the Ku Klux Klan comes from. So they are a racist party. But he himself is not racist. In fact, he saved us a lot of problems. I'll make you an example of something.
We only have like a few minutes left, yes, but
this one is important.
Okay.
Remember President Zuma's nuclear deal?
Yeah.
Do you remember that there were two organizations that went to court? NGOs went to court and fought. Do you know that both of those organizations, in fact, were funded by USAID? Now, Trump, and then that nuclear deal fell off. Okay, then there was the Zuma must fall.
Yeah.
The NGOs and the foundations and whatever, those organizations were funded by USAID.
Yeah.
Trump has cut off funding from all those people. If people understand what the Zuma Must Fall marches were about, they weren't just a Zuma Must Fall march. There was a silent coup and a regime change, which did happen. That's how white supremacy got back power. So never again in South Africa will regime change ever happen, because Trump has cut off the tap. Do you understand? Yeah.
To his own interest, though, because
whatever interest he is serving, I don't know. But for us, as like the example as the MK party, if we come 2029, because we are the majority and we are gaining more momentum and in more provinces.
Who's the majority?
We are. So
throughout of the country.
Yes, throughout the country.
It seems like MK is basically, bluesing in this.
No, we're not bluesing. We're not bluesing. Like for example, I was at the nerve center. The IEC rigging is just beyond anyone's comprehension.
So you are one of the people that believe that you've been robbed of votes.
Please, can we leave the vote? Let me finish this.
Okay.
Basically, never again will there be regime change, forceful regime change in this country that is funded by foreign agencies, because Trump has cut that off. Okay. We don't have nuclear power. We wouldn't have an electricity problem in this country if that nuclear deal had passed. Do you understand? But because there were NGOs that were funded to stop the nuclear deal, we've got problems with load shedding.
I understand you, because we have to come to an end of this show, but I can assert again before we close the show that the reason that USAID basically cut or basically funded the regime change was the only reason was because Ubaba Msholozi was giving the deal to the Far East, not to the Westerns. That is the only reason. Or else, if that nuclear power deal was given to the Westerns, there wouldn't have been that coup. I'm not going to let you comment on that one. It's okay. You can come for part 2 if you want to.
You got the last say.
Yeah, it's my show. You can come for part 2. Well, thanks very much to all the viewers that basically are going to watch this session. It was Shirley Velemse, our chairperson of Ubusisiwe Mkhwebane Foundation, as well as Deputy Coordinator, KZN Detachment, MK Party. Siyabonga kakhulu uphinde usivakashele. Thank you.
Thank you.